What is the price you need to pay in order to become one of the largest of all time in the server? Well, death. I've seen its face many times. I've been hunted, I've been killed by sickness and poisoning, and even forest fires. Until that one day when I become big enough to be considered a formidable foe, and no one was safe. It all began on a swampy area near the coastline, with a crack of a shell. Well, I think we're ready to hatch. Oh, and there we are. Damn. In the very first minutes of my birth, I realized that I've inherited a very special skin, the melanism one, from my parents. This was my very first playthrough with a flyer in Beasts of Bermuda, so my landings were very harsh at the beginning. So was my fishing, and even though that later on I would have to kill my own kind in order to survive, at the beginning you can meet a kind soul that will give you a helping hand, like this orb here. I filled up on food and I've heard huge commotion nearby, so I decided to check out what's going on. It turned out that it was a large herbivore herd that was migrating to somewhere. Well, I left them at peace and I continue with my daily task of learning how to fly better, how to fish, until the night came, when for the very first time I've witnessed the danger element force of Beast of Bermuda, a huge tornado. Although that a part of me was really curious what will happen if I go straight to it, I decided to just leave it as it is and continue with my fishing. However, the torp does not live only on fish, it requires some meat as well. So it was time to hunt something more meaty. After barely surviving this, I quickly realized that I needed new strategy. So, it didn't take long for me to find out that one of the best places to grow a flyer is near the waterfall. You have plenty fish underneath you, you have gores spawning around, and you have the yellow flowers that give you the growth buff. On top of that, you have the shrine that gives you growth blessing nearby as well. And speaking of growth, one of the best places to grow quicker is the enhanced growth events. However, those events are double-edged knives, and often there are like bloody arenas, like a place for massacres to happen. But I was not worried on what was on the ground. I was worried who was making those noises. And I knew that that's another Torb. The question is, how big was he? Oh. He was pretty big. I couldn't tell from above how big, but definitely bigger than me. So, I couldn't let him live.
He's quite big. I don't think I can let him live.
GG. GG Torp. I took his body and left it upon this rock where it could not be reached from carnivores below. Fill up my belly and continue to scout the area and grow. But when there's one Torp, there will be others as well. The night was far from over.
There he is. Oh, that's double crush.
This was the worst possible scenarios. Two friends, probably speaking in Discord, and for sure a bit bigger than me. I had to make a quick decision and isolate one of them.
That's one of them down.
I couldn't immediately find his friend, but that was a good thing, because it gave me enough time to heal up in the nearby cave and come back for him.
He got this one. I got this one.
Since this was the first time of me playing Torp, I was not very good with the dogfights in midair. Well, not as good as old time, but I was giving my best and I was just trying to survive.
He has to be low. Take care of his body there. Where did you go? There you are.
At this point, I lost track how many of them I killed. However, the skies were not safe yet. I had a little bit more job to do.
Okay, that's one down. Now to take care of his body. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, he's hurt. He's really hurt. What was that lag spike, man?
A sigh of relief. I have survived the night. And by the looks of it, his buddy didn't want to continue the fight. So I fill up my belly and rest up in the nearby field.
Well, I'm clearing the skies tonight.
On the next day, I was casually transporting a juvenile so he can have some water to drink. Sometimes, though, I stayed true to my melanism nature and I was just killing for fun.
Bye-bye.
But most of the time, I'm not that sadistic and cruel, and that's why I was chilling with this baby Torp that was trying to get away from me.
Well, he's a little bit size comparison, and currently I am 2.65 growth, and this little guy, this little Tropeognathus, I was trying to fly with him and just to say hello, because the life in the sky is quite lonely, and he was trying so hard to escape me that he crashed into a tree and injured himself, and now he's healing. So I'm just chilling here with him.
I had many reincarnations as a Torp. I was down with the sickness, I burned to a crisp, and I even drowned, but most of the time I was being hunted by other flyers. However, this time I had a pretty chill life. Well, with some exceptions. But, as you may know, in dinosaur survival games, life is a fragile thing. And just like that, I was killed by a giant Rex. If you would like to check my story with the Rex in BOB, check the video on the left. And if you are a fan of the Isle, check the story video on the right. Once again, it was a pleasure doing this video for you. If you like it, consider subscribing, your honest thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!